Hello there and welcome to another video with Ungainly Titan, and this is going to be my sort of farewell to 2018 video. I'm going to probably produce one or two more videos this week and put them up, but not any more than that, and probably two at the most. I think two is what I'm thinking of right now, and then I will resume normal services, shall we say, will resume sometime in the second week of January. So that is Monday the 7th of January or afterwards. I might not do a video straight away, but I shall, shall we say, resume production in my normal fashion at that point, at some point during that week. I kind of planning actually not playing any World of Tanks over Christmas, at least past this week. I have other things that I want to do. I have made some progress that I sort of decided that I want to catch up with my Steam library and some Steam wishlist games that I actually bought and downloaded and played. And I've made more progress than that than I did with my Xbox stuff. I bought games two and 3 years ago for the Xbox, never actually got around to playing them. Really wasn't informed to play much other than World of Tanks when I was caring for my mother. But then after her passing at the end of last year, I decided that I was going to take 2 to 3 years out, depending on how long the money lasted, and just indulge myself and do something that I enjoyed doing, purely for the fun of it, without any view towards the long term or profit or whatever. And this is what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to give this a go as a full-time gig. It's not, I mean, I didn't have a subscriber base now, and I haven't really spent any effort in publicising it, because I'm not a PR person, and I'm not going to go around BSing on social media about what a great guy I am or anything like that. If it grows, it grows, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And at the end of the next year or the year after, depending again how things go and how I feel, I will sort of review like Fagin the situation, and if necessary I will think it all out again. But at the moment I'm enjoying myself. I'm playing games for fun, and I'm making up YouTube videos and people are watching them, and I get a real kick out of that, to be honest with you, and I'm delighted at the number of people that have chosen to watch my videos. I think I have doubled my subscribers over the last year. We're not in huge numbers. I mean, this is not a big channel or a major channel or a channel anyone's going to take any notice of, but I enjoy what I'm doing so far, and I hope that you people watching enjoy what I'm putting up there, and that you're entertained by my humble offerings. And I get, like I said, I get great pleasure out of the notion that people are enjoying what I'm putting up there, and that they're entertained by me fumbling around with tanks on the Xbox. I have experimented with showing other kinds of videos, but I've come to the conclusion that the constraints put on me by my ISP is a little too severe. I think World of Warships works okay. But a lot of the other videos really require longer format videos. I mean, that's the main reason I stopped the Neverwinter Nights stuff, is that I thought I just wasn't doing this stuff justice. And plus, I had played Neverwinter Nights a lot when it came out first, and I had so many games that I hadn't played that I thought it was kind of, I'm much happier playing the games that I hadn't played. And I felt a lot better by doing it, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of do regret that I wasn't able to share my playing of those games with you. But I just felt that they're not terribly up-to-date games, so I suppose you haven't missed anything much. You already know about these games. There's plenty of other people that have done it. That said, the ISP obviously haven't kept their promise to upgrade their network by the end of 2018. It's now pretty much the end of 2018, and I have not been offered any faster broadband services than heretofore experienced. So things are not likely to change in the immediate future. However, if I do get better broadband, the first thing you are likely to see is a few more diversity videos. Now, I still will probably be predominantly World of Tanks. I do definitely intend that the majority of my videos will be World of Tanks, but I would like to see more. I'd be able to do more videos of more different types of games, and to do longer videos, and possibly also to stream. I would be quite interested in experimenting in streaming. Now, I probably wouldn't be, at least not initially, should we say, streaming with a camera or anything like that, because I don't really want to invest any more money in this channel. I've spent quite a bit of money on it already, just getting the gear that I have for it. And given that it's such a small channel and slow growing, I couldn't see myself investing further. But I would experiment with, definitely would like to experiment with streaming. Probably using Mixer initially, because it's just native to the Windows platform. And it's an Xbox, so I would probably mess around with that. But I also could see myself trying to mess around with Twitch. Did a bit of research on it, and it should be possible to stream from Mixer to Twitch. There's a thing called Restream, but I have to investigate that further. And I have to have the broadband to be able to stream in the first place, so that's it's moot for the moment, but it's definitely in the back of my head. I would also like to be able to do longer World of Tanks videos, because I think the odd 20-minute, 30-minute World of Tanks videos where you show 2 or 3 games, where you could do a kind of compare and contrast videos, would be very interesting. I'd love to be able to do. I have still a lot of my old footage. I lost a good chunk of it, so I don't have probably the first 6 months or a year maybe, but I have quite a lot of it. But I'd love to be able to do maps at different times. Westfield 3 years ago, or my playing on a particular tank 3 years ago, same compared to my playing on a particular tank now. If I can improve that much, you can improve that much. I don't see myself stopping playing World of Tanks anytime soon. I know there's been a lot of controversy. If one is a follower of the forums, and I am to varying degrees, I've been kind of skimming the forums in the last month or two. But, the end is nigh, threads are constant, and the game is dying, and the numbers are falling. Now, I actually believe the numbers are falling. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the numbers are falling, because I have noticed on occasion that I have gone into the really low tiers. The matchmaking times are actually have extended quite a bit. But at the same time, I find the game is generally enjoyable. There's complaints. I've seen the Quickie Baby video relating to the PC game about the new version, the revamped version of the IS-3A, which is essentially the IS-3A, the Fatherland, except I've now made it into an autoloader. Now, the original IS-3A was an autoloader, but it was a continuous autoloader. I think the thing with it was that it was a kind of a chain feed, as far as I remember, and the loader would it had a loader, but the loader would put the shells on this thing, and it would load them in. It would load them in successfully, and he could keep just feeding in at the back, so that there was always going to be a queue of shots lined up. I think it was abandoned because it had problems. I think it tended to try and feed the loader. The loader often could get trapped in the feed, and then it would try and feed his arm or his leg or whatever into the breach. I could be mixing it up with a different IS-3 autoloader, but I do know that there was an attempt with IS-3. There was been at least one attempt with IS-3s for autoloading by the Soviets back in the day. However, yes, the PC IS-3A seems to be extraordinarily powerful, and the question is, would it make playing regular tanks not fun? Well, yes, if everybody else was just wall-to-wall these things, and you turn up and there's 8 or 9 of these things, and you were there on your whatever M46 Patton, and you're trying to compete, or your mouse or whatever, and these things are just eating you alive, then yes, the game would become not fun. But I don't think the console game has reached that stage yet. I have never really gotten into the PC version. I've tried a few times, but I suppose it's a bit like Jingles with the console version. I have got onto the PC version and I've played it at low tiers, and I generally find that I'm terrible at it, because I don't know why I'm terrible at it. I just seem to be terrible at it, and I just don't bother then, you know, because I'd have to go off and sort of relearn and retrain myself to the different meta, to the different situational awarenesses and stuff like that, and I couldn't be bothered. World of Warships, yes, I will definitely continue on that, and if it comes out on the console, I'm definitely interested in it and I will play it. But I suspect then I might actually finish up playing it on both, because I've actually made a reasonable investment already on the PC, and it's a more sedate game. It's a more relaxed kind of a game than World of Tanks, and I definitely could see myself playing it on both. World of Warplanes, I don't know. I mean, it's fun when you're playing it, but it's one of these things when you don't play it, I don't feel a compulsion to go back and play it. The problem, War Thunder I tried out, or not War Thunder, what you call it, the other one, Armored Warfare I tried out. I thought it was alright, but didn't jump up and attract me as anything particularly special. I haven't actually tried War Thunder. I might give it a go. What the hell, especially if I get faster broadband and it becomes easier to download stuff and these things become quick to install, then I might be more adventurous in some of the stuff that I'm trying. At the moment I'm kind of reluctant to install games because of the amount of time that it would take up once you install the game, getting it all patched and everything else to get it ready. It's one of the things that I think has stopped me playing a lot of those games that I had bought for the console and haven't played, is partly the notion that I have to sit down and install them, and they'll take up my bandwidth for a weekend or whatever, or several hours while they're downloading and installing. It's not as bad with Steam games because I've throttled Steam. Steam installs at a certain time, so I can install a game in Steam, go away from it, and it doesn't really affect anything else that I'm doing on the internet. So enough rambling. Thank you everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope more people will do so in the future. I will be back in January, and I hope everybody has a very good holiday, and offer people the best wishes for the new year. I will resume in the new year. There are links below where you can get notifications if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I will thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.